Alrighty, welcome back to Up to Something Outdoors, where today we're looking at a Chris Craft Cavalier. Yes, Chris Craft, name of fame, known for their wood boats. Of course, this is the fiberglass flavor. Also, it's snowing. The first snowfall of the year, and yes, we're still working on boats. I don't know, boats, snow, don't generally go together, but when you're scrapping, why not? So come on, let's take a quick look at it. Sitting on a beautiful trailer. I actually have another purpose for this trailer. I'll probably show you in a little bit. Once I get this Chris Craft off, I'm actually going to keep this trailer and put it underneath one of my boats, I believe. I'm going to see if it fits. But tires are good. This boat's actually relatively clean. It's dirty, but clean. Also, it's got a nice Alpha 1 Outdrive, okay? Now this one's a 4-cylinder. These are very common. They're also very popular for the sales market. I can sell these very easily. That's clean. The other interesting thing that I always look at is look at the skeg. When you're buying these, for selling purposes, if a skeg's broken, it takes at least 50 bucks off the value. Nice sharp, nice and clean. This has got some good value to it. Also, nice kicker mount for trolling motors, backup motors. This one's got the all rubber plastic mount, so it won't even rock. Nice little addition. Come on inside. On these extras, like the seat, the anchor, life jackets, that kind of thing, it's always nice to look for them when you're scrapping the boats, when you're buying them. Keep it in mind, it's another 40 or 50 bucks in value generally. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But dude, that's an extra 50 bucks. That can tip the scales on a boat that otherwise may not have been enough value for you to be worth your time. It could turn it to being worth something for you. So don't forget those little extras and what they can add to your value. Covered in snow. Trying to get this video done before we get too much snow. Let's take a quick look at the engine. Good old 4-cylinder Mercruiser. This one's the 3.0 liter. The older ones were 2.5 liters, but they're basically the same engine, just changed the bore stroke on it. Now this one looks clean from the outside. From what I could tell when I picked this up, it looked clean and it looked like there was no cracks in it. Don't know, we'll find out. Let's see if there's any extras in this boat. Nothing there. I love looking for extras in boats because it always adds value. Starting fluid. Ooh, new crescent wrench. And looks like there's a battery back there. Batteries I try to charge, and if they hold the charge, I'll use them for myself. If they don't, then I will take them in for scrap. But it's always a few bucks in scrap. Dirty, but the seat looks good. That's a few bucks. More tools, crescent wrench. Can never have too many crescent wrenches. Nothing underneath there. Glove box. Nope, fake wood. Alrighty, what do we got up here? Alrighty, these are common, of course, in boats. Anchor. This one has the chain and the line with it. That's a nice addition when I look at boats. I always keep an eye out for them. That's about a $20 setup. 20 bucks is 20 bucks. Orange life jackets. And no compartment, but that. Alright, I'm gonna have to get a tool for that one. So there's a few extras in here. Not a whole lot, but there's still probably, well, the tools I'm not gonna sell, but I'll keep them for myself. The battery, life jackets, and anchor. I mean, that's another 40, 50 bucks in value. I'll take it. One other thing this boat has is a Lowrance system. Now, I've not had a lot of success selling these, but I'm going to see if it turns on, and if it does, I'll research the model, how old it is. If it's not super old, maybe it's a few more bucks. Like I've said, a few bucks here, a few bucks there. It's all good money.
All right, one of the easiest ways to tell whether you've got an Alpha 1 Generation 1 or Generation 2 is how the trim cylinders are attached to the Outdrive. Take these off, that's a nut. If this was a clip, then it would be a Gen 2. These ones are always Gen 1. There's a couple other minor differences, but that's been the easiest one I have found to quickly and easily recognize which one's which. All right, so we got the Outdrive off. If you remember in that 25-foot C-Ray video with the SEI Outdrive, I mentioned where the gear ratio is stamped on these Mercruisers, the genuine Mercruisers. So I wanted to point that out to you. It's right here. 1 to 98R. R stands for regular rotation. 1 to 98, that's going to be indicating the gear ratio, which is correct for these 3.0 liters. And then the serial number is right there. All right, like I said, I always like to turn these over to see if they're going to turn. This case, I'm going to be using my Vitomin Power Boost Pack because the battery's quite dead. Yep, she turns over. Man, for scrapping boats, I'm not sponsored by these folks at all, of course, but man, this thing's been handy. I just bought this about 2 months ago, and between this for boosting these dead batteries and the air compressor that I've shown in previous videos, this thing has been a dream. I really wish I'd bought it sooner. All right, here we're starting to take the engine out. What I mentioned before as well, when I was talking about the Volvos and how they don't have a mount, this one does. The 2 lag bolts there and there, along with the standard Mercruiser twin bolts in the back. That and the cables are all that's holding this engine in. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and pull this engine. I got it all hooked up. I believe I have all of the miscellaneous wires and hoses. I've been known to forget it one time or two, but we're hoping to get them all off. Today I got my lovely assistant helping me. She's a wonderful tractor operator, so let's give her a go. Alrighty, so there is an extra wire that's taped around and one other clamp on the bottom, it looks like. I'll have to take those off. That's why I always take these out slowly if I can, because sometimes they tape things together or zip tie things together in weird ways. Every boat's different. Now here, of course, never trust hydraulics. I don't want to get under this thing, or any part of me under this thing. It's a new tractor, but I don't like it squished. Alrighty, it looks like the main battery cables are wrapped around something. Long zip tie on the bottom. Reach extension tool. Love it. Alright. Hose her out. Go ahead, go up. Yep, whoop. Back the tractor up. Back the whole tractor up. Alright, ready? Alright, go ahead, back the tractor up slowly, baby. Keep going. Keep going. Very good. Thank you very much. Alrighty, now that we got the engine off, it's time to look at look for the tank. Two things I always do to look for this, because sometimes they're up in the bow underneath one of the compartments. More often than not, they're in the center line. And this viewport is a good place to look. Ah, look at that tank with a ton of water on it. Other thing you could do is try to follow the gas line. Sometimes you can see in here that's not all the way up to the floor. You can actually see the aluminum there. This one you can't, but right there's the tank. Now, here is going to be the bit of a challenge. Is the tank simply from here all the way to there? That's a lot of times where people store like water skis or whatever. Or is it wider, such as this? And I'm going to have to remove the seat. Going to have to find that out. Alright, so we got the floor off. This tank is a bit different than what I normally see. This one is plastic. Not a common centerline tank. Almost always they are aluminum. So this one has no value and no scrap value. Great. But even though it doesn't have any value, I still got to get it out for the landfill. This tank appears to be held in by 4 corners with lag bolts, and then these 2x materials screwed in. So I'll take those off. Another thing you can take out of these Mercruiser boats is the trim pump. It's got 3 screws on that side, 3 screws on the back side. Alright, I'm going to take off the last little piece of the rub rail, and this the aluminum part of the rub rail is actually screwed in, so it should be nice and easy. One thing I'll say is, especially these ones with screws, be very, very careful when you pull them out to catch them all, or else they're going to end up in a tire. I know from personal experience on that one. Another little thing I like to do is anytime a boat has these either metallic or heavy-duty plastic emblems of a name that's popular, like in this case Chris Craft, right? I'm gonna pop them off and put them in my shop. I don't ever sell them, hardly anyone wants them, but I have sold a couple, especially Chris Craft, to local collectors or local enthusiasts, because Chris Craft wood boats were made only about 30 miles from here. Some people put them in their man cave, their garage. If nothing else, I think they're cool. Alrighty guys, that's a wrap on this Chris Craft Cavalier. Just got back from the landfill, haven't gotten rid of the hull. This trailer is going to be slightly different. Normally I'd go ahead and wash them up a little bit, list them, sell them, right? That's what this is about, trying to make some extra cash. However, this one, I think I can make it fit my classic boat. I have a 1958 Feathercraft aluminum boat that currently has a so-so trailer underneath it. This is actually a really nice trailer. And so I got plans for a future video. I want to see if I can modify it to fit the Feathercraft. And then we'll switch them around and I'll show you what it looks like. But for now, thanks for watching. If you like this content, if you don't mind, give us a like and a subscribe. We're going to be having more boat videos coming out, hopefully pretty much every week up until the snow really hits. And in the spring we'll have syrup videos. But for now, we'll have more boat scrapping. Thanks.